Hello Virgo, welcome back to my channel if you're a returning subscriber. If you're new, welcome. I hope you enjoy the reading. Okay, Gemini, as I said, is also very much it's also a mutable energy. So all the mutable signs, it will be a bit of an angle for you, but it's more of a dealing with something that needs to be dealt with as opposed to a heavy opposition. So, but just see how you come in with that. Let's see what we've got for you. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, as that will help to move the videos around YouTube. We've got 6th house. So for you, work and health issues, pets may also be coming up. Something to do with pets, work, health, well-being, work-life balance, work issues. Okay, your person has got North Node, so something's coming online for them. Something to do with their life purpose. 8th house, endings and beginnings, so a new cycle. So a cycle is ending and a new one is beginning. That's the current situation. We've got Jupiter return, which is always great. So I said, Jupiter is around, so I do feel that something is coming in for you. We've got 7th house partners. So this, your relationship with your special someone, or your committed partner, close personal one-on-one relationships. If you're not actually with a partner, then any close personal one-on-one relationship. And then also the lower courts can sometimes come in as well. Let's get some goddess guidance. Taro, fertility. So that can be many things. It can be physically, but also, ideas, starting something new projects. Sensitivity. We've got Dana. And we've also got focused intention, which is very much a Jupiter thing because of the bow and the arrow. And then we've got Damara, guiding children. So here we have Mother Mary, expect a miracle. So something coming in for you. Something that you've been wishing for or focusing on. Something's going to come to you. It may not be exactly as you've asked for it, because that's how the universe works. It designs things specially for you, according to your consciousness and where you are in your life, and so on and so forth. So see how... Freedom. Okay, so this is coming in some shape or form. It could even just be the appreciation of freedom, being able to have your own time, your own schedule. Look at the bigger picture, which is full moon in Sagittarius. So as I said, the full moon lunar eclipse is in Sagittarius, so it's obviously connected to this. Look at the bigger picture. Bottom of the deck is nothing will come of the situation, void of course moon. Okay, so I'll discuss that as we go along. So normally with this card, what it means is that something you may be worrying about or stressing over or concerned about, nothing will come of it. Okay, so it has that meaning. It also has the meaning that something that you are really wanting or focusing your energy on, either you will get no result or the wrong result. Okay, so with this energy, this is normally a time to pull back and examine, stay in the present moment, stay as you are in normal routines, doing what you would normally do. Don't initiate big things or sign big things or go for big things while this energy is in play. It's not normally for very long, so this could just be a period during the month. But it's saying that if you can hold off on doing anything like that, but because it's saying that things are not quite what they seem with under this energy. There's other things going on in the background which we're not aware of, and that will have an impact, but they're not ready yet to be brought out for you. So it's like it's a period of introspection. As I said, with the Mercury retrograde, it's kind of similar. Take a step back, go over things again, check everything, and wait for the energy to shift before you move ahead. That's all void of course moon. It's a kind of a shadow period where you don't have the light of the moon to see clearly. So you've got to wait until the period passes. It could also be that you're a little bit tired. With this energy coming in, it's saying that it's a rest and recovery period, and it's a time for dreaming and planning. It's not a time for initiating. Once when you do your dreaming and your planning, that is when you come up with what it is that you're aiming for, and then you've got to wait for the energies to shift before you initiate. That's what that's about. Okay, so let's see here. So for you, we've got a star of fertility, and we've got 6th house. So as I said, 6th house is about your health, your diet, your well-being, your lifestyle, everything to do with that, your work-life balance. It's also to do with pets, your pets in your home. Something may come up. You may be getting a new pet, or there's some issue may come up. Then we've got a star of fertility. It's the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. Okay, so for some of you, this may actually be a project you're working on, or some sort of situation that has been evolving, and now now it's a time to be moving ahead with this. But as I said, I feel it's a preparation time, because you have nothing will come of the situation, void of course moon. As I described, it will be one of those two situations where something you're worrying about won't come to pass, or it's saying that something that you're trying to put your energy into, you may just have to wait a bit until the energy shift before you move ahead, because there are things moving in the background. So she's just saying that this is coming in for you. It's a very abundant energy. It can also be obviously in the physical body as well, if you're trying to start a family or something like that. But it's also to do with ideas, with putting things down on paper, or whatever it is that you're working on. It could be that you are also just feeling tapped in to this abundance. There's rabbits there, which always symbolize abundance. There's flowers blooming. This technically is the Easter period, but it's that energy of creation, really. That's what it is. So it's creation, being fertile in your mind and everything that you're working on, or you're just creating lovely conditions within your relationship, depending on your situation. You're creating opportunities at this time. But it could also be work related for you personally, and that may be affecting the relationship. Work projects, mastery of your craft. So if you are a person who is working with a craft or a profession related to that, then it's saying that you've got a lot of abundance, a lot of ideas, a lot of inspiration, and lots of projects can be started. As I said, just monitor the energies, and if you're tired, then take a break and do your dreaming and your planning, so that when you can move forward, then you've got loads to get on with and get stuck into. Then we've got here white taro sensitivity and north node for your person. So North Node is the life purpose card. It's the destiny card. It's a fate card. So what it's saying is that something is coming up now, which it's like a big door is going to open. So it could be that your person has been knocking on this door for some time. It could very well be to do with the relationship, right? So maybe you are part of their life purpose, or some aspect of the relationship now is ready to move forward. Or it could be just with them personally. Something is developing, or a door is swinging open. Normally it's quite an epiphany. This is quite a turning point. This is not a small thing. All right, it's not some small thing that occurs. This is normally quite a big shift. As I said, your person may have been knocking at that door for quite some time, or has been reaching for something, and some sort of door will open, or some path will open up. It's also got the right place, right time energy, whether that is something to do with your relationship, coming together. If you're not already together, perhaps as I said, you're only in the beginning stages, or it's some other aspect that's coming in for them. But it's saying that this is part of fate and destiny. something that's right for them to be doing. It's part of their life purpose, part of their life path. And it's also, letting go of the past and moving forward. This is about moving forward, grasping the future, getting on mission if that's what you're interested in. So this is kind of what you came here to do. Moving forward with that, right place, right time. So you will find that circumstances kind of move your person where they need to be. So aspects of your person, you and your person are interchangeable. You may see aspects of this for you and vice versa. We've also got white taro sensitivity. You are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. So what this is saying is that your person is sort of raising on the ascension field, and so it's going to affect their body. It's going to affect their consciousness and what is going on around them. They're going to be obviously much more sensitive to things, and it could also be that they're understanding the deeper aspects of the relationship as well, especially if you're not really together. Or you may have been together a long time and they're now suddenly having some epiphanies and turning points and understandings. This is really important understandings, grasping things. So sensitivity. But it can also be saying that they need to be careful around their environment wherever they are, to get rid of things like chemicals or triggers, anything that triggers. So whether it's foods or chemicals, nasty chemicals in the home, rather go the more natural route. It could also be situations like work situations, or it could be environments which are not harmonious for them because they're raising their consciousness. They're raising up. And certain situations you can't be in anymore. So what was happening before, what you could do before, with the sensitivity coming in, that it starts to become a trigger. So this could be any kind of situation really, anything that is kind of like a trigger for them and is upsetting for them. It could be, as I said, environment or chemicals or situations or relationships. In some cases, some people find with this coming in that they kind of lose touch with groups or friends or other people that they've been involved with previously. You kind of go off on your own way, your own path. You outgrow almost. But it's a kind of a discernment. You're following certain things and others kind of fall away along the wayside, especially if the life purpose is coming in. So it's about discernment. Be careful, spend more time looking after, your person needs more time to look after their health, their well-being, and certainly that is coming up for the 6th house for both of you. So I feel that's coming in. So check your environment, do an environment check. Also, any kind of social situations you may be in. Spend lots of time in nature, ground yourself, and just really, this person really needs to look after their energy at this time because they're going to be going through quite a big shift, whether this is purely internal and they're now seeing a pathway, or it could be something else that's coming in, or it could be, as I said, relationship related. We've got here for this current situation, 8th house endings and beginnings. So this is normally a cycle shift. As I said, with the North Node, life's purpose for your person, it could be that they're now seeing the path or the way opening for them. And they could be outgrowing a situation which has been in place, and now they're moving into a new cycle, or you both are, depending on what's occurring. So 8th house is endings and beginnings, or the end of a chapter and the beginning of a new chapter, or a big cycle shift. It can also be about financial issues. This can be about, if you're in a committed partnership, then it can be the nuts and bolts of that partnership. How are the material and emotional resources being joined together? How is that hanging together? And it can also be business partnerships can come up with this as well. But it's financial issues, and this is normally things like tax, accounting, banking, investments, insurances. And in some cases, if there has been a passing around you in some way, it can also be to do with inheritances and legacies, or you may be on the beneficial end, receiving benefits from a legacy or some sort of inheritance or something associated with that, or you could be putting that together for your family if you're mature and you're moving on in life and you need to get these things sorted out. So that may be coming up. But it's also about sexuality, does come up with this as well. And all related issues, but it's also about birthing, and this can be physical birthing, but it can also be birthing of new conditions, and this is why you have the endings in the beginning. So birthing of a new condition or a new cycle, or a new set of circumstances, whatever the situation may be. And it's also about regeneration and renewal. So this may be a health situation, or it could be the regeneration and renewal, like a new cycle within the relationship, especially if you've been together for a long time. You know, you go through cycles, dips and troughs, and cycles moving round and round. So, you know, it could be that something is shifting and changing. And we've also got Dana, High Priestess here. So you have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. So this could be applied in a number of ways. This can be obviously communication with your person directly. Perhaps you have some sort of innate knowledge or wisdom which can be applied in this situation. So one or either of you could be like that, or one or either of you could be in demand in certain ways in the 8th house to assist others. And that could be financially. You could just have inherent knowledge or just wisdom about certain things. But we are in the relationship reading, so I feel it's something that you're going to be bringing down into your relationship. It's some kind of like guidance that you can bring down. This is your intuition, your instincts. And High Priestess sees all. You know, she is the queen of intuition and instinct, and following all of that. So it's like psychic knowledge. And the 8th house is also the house of psychic knowledge. So just take it as it resonates for you. It could be the regeneration of that, or it could be the uprising of that, or it could be the better utilization of that within your affairs, you know, within your relationship, but also within your financial affairs. Because this knowledge can be applied in many, many different ways. So, but there's communication coming in there, and it's the intuition and instinct which is coming in to guide or to assist in some way here. In some ways, it could be also to do with financial freedom, or just freedom from a set of circumstances. Certainly with your person, North Node, life's purpose, they could be changing direction in some way now. It's normally, as I said, an epiphany or a turning point with this card. So they could be gaining freedom now, or something comes in which is going to give you freedom, more freedom in your current situation. It could be financial freedom. It could be the freedom of schedules, or the freedom to work from home, or the freedom to leave where you have been and move into a different environment. It could be relocating, because you've got Mercury retrograde here, and you know it just applies to your situation. But some sort of freedom is coming in here, some sort of release from something that has been in place, or something that has been an issue. There's some sort of freedom coming through there. Now we have got Jupiter return benefits, and we've got Dana focused intention. So the Jupiter rules Sagittarius. You've got a lot of arrow energy here. So you've also got full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. So as I said, the Sagittarian energy is very expansive. It's a much bigger picture than what you have been currently seeing. So this can be a very expansive energy. This could also be the next level from where you have been within your relationship. So it can also be, as I say, seeing something much bigger than where you have been. So it's a pattern that you may have been in up until this point, and now you can focus on something, a new goal, or a new chapter, or something that you want to vision and move towards. So with Dana focused intention, keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target, and you will make your mark. So this is about the drawing back of the bow, the arrow in the bow. It's actually the drawing back that holds the power. Because as you pull it back with your intention, and then you hold it, and then once you release it, then it takes your focused intention forward with the arrow. And Jupiter rules Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is the centaur, and is often the bow and arrow is in there. So very strong Sagittarian energy coming in. She's saying let go of all negativity, skepticism, naysayers, whatever the situation is. Just focus on your intention, your vision, and work towards that with the singularity. Don't allow distractions or other things to pull you off your path, whether this is with a relationship or with other aspects that are kind of having an influence on the relationship. It's saying focused intention is very, very important. And that will, so it's your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, everything must be focused on that target, and you will make your mark. Now it's saying here Jupiter return benefits. So Jupiter return is a return. It's coming back around. It has a sort of a 12-year cycle. So this could be something could be coming back to you from the past. It could be something that has that kind of anywhere between 1 year and 12 years. It doesn't have to be 12 years. It could be within that period. But something from the past may now be coming back to bear fruit. So this could be an idea. Or a business that you had, or something that you wanted to launch, or something that you wanted to do, or some idea that you had for yourself. It could even be a hobby or an interest, whatever it may be. And for some of you that are only just, kind of getting started with a relationship, it could be the return of love, happiness, joy, all of these aspects. Just take it as it resonates, but it's something coming back. It normally bearing fruit for you. So in a lot of ways it can be, it could even be a person returning with good news or something, or a person coming back into your life for those that are only just starting with a relationship. But for others it can be an idea or something from the past which is now going to come back, and it's going to bring benefits with it. But it can also be the return, as I said, of joy, happiness, luck, rewards for effort. Normally the Jupiter return is effort that you have put in previously that perhaps didn't bear fruit, or didn't come off as well as you'd hoped, or just simply never got off the ground, or it's something that you kind of lost along the way. The efforts that you've put in whatever way, shape or form will come back around, and that's what the benefits are all about. So it's a very lucky, it's got a lot of breakthrough about it. It's a very expansive energy, and it can bring a lot of joy. It can bring abundance. It can bring ideas. As I said, happiness. It can bring rescue. It can bring relief, whatever is appropriate for you in your situation. But you still have to steer this energy. It will come to you, but you have to still steer it, anchor it down. There may be some various doorways that open, or something that opens for you, and you need to resuscitate it if it's something from the past. So there is some effort required. You're going to have to put some effort into, or to follow the various types of opportunities that may come up for you. And somewhere along the line, something will come out which is going to be beneficial for you. So you have to anchor the energy down. It's effort that you've still got to put in, but something is coming available to you both, or to one or other of you at this time. And with the Jupiter energy, this can bring a lot of freedom. As I said, this can bring freedom in very, very many ways. It can bring, as I said, relief or rescue. So that's freedom in a way. It can bring freedom from various other types of things that, like a breakthrough or luck. Any one of those options can come in. We've also got look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. So as I said, this is a culmination, a rising up of the energy, something coming to a head. Or it could also be about, as I said, forgiveness and gratitude. So, with the Jupiter return, you could be receiving a reward or a benefit into your relationship, which is now, this is where the gratitude is coming in. So count your blessings. But look at the bigger picture, because the Sagittarian energy is very expansive. There's a lot of adventure and exploration about it. And it's also about, intuition and learning and expanding your horizons, whether this is internationally, or whether it's within learning, or whether it's within philosophy and belief systems, or physical adventure, like as in travel. It's broadening your horizons in some way, the seeking of truth for some of you. It's got that broadening aspect to it. Some legal things may come in for some of you as well. But there again is that bow and arrow. Okay, the power of the arrow within the bow. It's the drawing back of the arrow in the bow. That's where the power is. So it's all about focused intention and expanding your horizons in some way. We have also got, as I said, Mother Mary, expect a miracle. So, as I said, I do feel with the Jupiter return coming in, have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. So this will be something that's going to come in. It could be in response to a request or something that you've been working on and you've sent out a little prayer. So Mother Mary is saying, expect a miracle, something coming in for you. So now this may not be exactly what you've asked for. It could be a windfall, which then gets you to where you need to be. Just remember that it doesn't matter with whether it's your life purpose, or something that you're working on, a dream that you're trying to manifest, and your person has got North Node life's purpose. It's a very powerful card. So when you're trying to work on a dream, or you're trying to work on something, often we get shown step by step what it is we need to do. We get the first step, and then we've got to wait, and then the next step comes in. Because if you were shown the entire dream or the entire outcome of what it is that you've been trying to work on, it can actually blow your mind. So you get shown smaller steps, or get given smaller steps, so that you can accomplish that before you move on to the next one. So whatever is going to come in for you, it's just have faith that whatever you've asked about, or you've requested, or you've been focusing on with affirmations, or whatever it is, especially with a focused intention, just have faith and belief that it's going to come to you, and then let it go, and let the universe conjure up what it is that is right for you, and it will come back to you, and then it will be designed for you, appropriate for your current circumstances. So nonetheless, expect a miracle, and have faith that your prayers have been heard and answered. As I said, we have got 7th house here. So this is the partnership card. So your relationship is in the spotlight, certainly with this situation, and close personal one-on-one relationships if you are not quite in a relationship yet, but it can also be obviously your committed partner. 7th house is your committed partner, whether it's a relationship or a business or whatever the situation is, but it can also be the lower courts. So everything comes in with the 7th house. So that is definitely going to be a focus for you in your relationship. Something coming in for you there. So now for outcome and potential. As I said, Mercury retrograde and reinvention. I do feel that you're going to come up with a much better plan than what you had initially envisioned for yourself. Because, as I said, with the Mercury retrograde period, which will come to a close, what this does is it causes you to slow down and to go back to the drawing board, go back to your plan, or to rethink things, anything with a re in front of it. In some cases, it can be reinvention. All right. What it does is it slows things down. It can also cause delays, frustrations, and so on, but they're purposeful, all right? Because in that period of introspection, you come up with something much better. So I do feel that that's going to be the outcome. You will come up with something much better. You're going to create something much better. And this is just a period. Take this period, this Mercury retrograde period, to examine things, go over your plans, or go over whatever it is that you're trying to initiate or working on within the relationship, and just wait until this period has passed before you launch, if possible. If you do have to sign or take on something which requires either a big purchase or a big initiation, a big action of some sort, try very hard to postpone it till after that period has ended. Otherwise, if you do have to do it, then get somebody else perhaps to go over the details again with you. Go over it, triple check it, because somewhere in there may just be something that's been overlooked, or something that's been assumed or misunderstood, or whatever the situation is. But as I said, it could also bring something back into your life, which then delivers a piece of the puzzle for you. Now with Damara guiding children, for some of you, obviously if you're wanting to start a family, then this will be the outcome for you. But it can also be about connecting to your inner child in some way. Now your inner child, we all have different archetypes. We have the adult, we have the mother, the father, we have the inner child. So your inner child, very, very important. Now this is getting in touch with the inner child, or the childlike energy, which is playful, joyful, living in the moment, very intuitive, going with the flow of life. So all of those beautiful aspects come in. For some of you, it may be to do with guiding children, or it may be to starting a family. For some of you, it may be starting a family because you've got the fertility card here. So guiding children, you are good at helping, counseling, and healing children. Use your skills to help children now. So for some of you, that may be a profession. maybe something that you're involved in, and saying that you've got these wonderful skills. So, now is the time to be focusing on this. And for some of you, it's listening to your inner child, tapping into that, because it's going to help you in your endeavors or whatever it is that you're planning to do. It could also be just enriching your relationship. So if you have children, spend time with your children, because you're going to learn a lot, you're going to gain a lot. The bonding can be huge, and it could also be that you're helping your children or other children that you're in contact with, or you are listening to your inner child. But I do feel that this is going to help you tremendously with whatever it is that you're trying to do. And don't worry about delays and things like that may be occurring. They're all purposeful, and you learn things while that's while that's happening. So take advantage of this Mercury retrograde period to reinvent. I feel you will do that. You will reinvent. Either it's to do with the relationship, or it could be personally. Perhaps it's something that has been misunderstood within the relationship, and now it becomes clear because you've had the chance to look at it again. Anything with a repeat, review, redo, relocate, relive, reinvent, whatever the situation may be. Okay, so but listen to your inner child, and if you've got children, get on, connect with them, and this will create a better environment for you on the other side of the Mercury retrograde period. Hope you enjoyed that. Please take care. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, and I will see you next month.